So today's video is all about I am not a YouTube expert. Let's just say I am not a YouTube expert. I am just a beginner at this as well, and I really wanted to provide some tips on just YouTube in general. So I am not an expert at YouTube. I am not an expert at editing. I'm still in my phase of content creating, and I just wanted to provide some gems, some gear that I use, and a lot of stuff that I've learned in the past year when it comes to editing. So for starters, I do use Final Cut Pro for my editing, but before we even get into editing, the camera I use is the Canon G7X Mark III. I did use the G7X Mark II, but I did return that camera because for some reason I thought I could not hear. The quality of hearing was not great, and I don't think it had the microphone jack to it. So I have returned that camera to get the Mark III to get the microphone jack. But turns out that I was listening to, when I was filming, everyone talked great things about the G7X Mark, of the whole series and whatnot. So when I was filming, I would like replay the video on the camera, right? And I'm like, this sounds horrible. Like, this is horrible. Like, y'all said the sound was great. It's horrible. Turn to find out, when you listen to it on the camera, yes, it is horrible. But when you listen to it on your computer or on YouTube, it sounds completely normal. So I returned a great camera for another good camera for me to just be spending more money. But anyway, I still had like my warranty at the time, so I think I only had to pay the additional amount of money that was due for the difference. And I want to say it was like was it $100 difference? I think it was up there. I don't know why I did that, but yes, that's what I did. But the thing is, I purchased my camera. I did not purchase it outright. At this time, I was working for a public accounting firm, and I purchased it using my bonus I received. So it was not my money. It was my money because it was hard-earned money that I received from my job. So it was a bonus, but I used that money to purchase my camera. So that's how I'll be using my 9 to 5 to fund my business. So yeah, so with this channel, I'm taking you on the quest of my entrepreneurship journey and eventually want to become a full-time entrepreneur. So I'm very excited because the past couple months have been very, very productive, I would say. I've been studying and I've really been getting serious about my content creating. Now, when it comes to content creating, I am not trying to be a full-time content creator. I am not trying to be an influencer in any type sort of way. I'm just trying to share my experiences, my likes, my dislikes, my life in bits and pieces. I do not want to become a full-time content creator. I want to become an entrepreneur and business owner, and content creating is just one way to market your business and your personality. So that is that input in there. So my camera is the Canon G7X. It has been doing great for me since I've been using it. And my editing is Final Cut Pro. Now, I purchased Final Cut Pro when I was turning, so I needed a new MacBook. I had my MacBook since I was a freshman in college in 2015. Used that for 5 years. Space too much, not enough space on there. So I traded in my MacBook, and you get a gift card. Okay, so I traded in my MacBook for a gift card. I used the gift card to purchase Final Cut Pro, and I purchased a new MacBook last year, November 4th. So I think that's a knock at the door for Amazon. I'll go back and look. So yeah, so I purchased my new MacBook last year, November of 2021, and purchased that with, however you do when you purchase a MacBook. So I have a new MacBook, I used the gift card that I received from trading in my old MacBook to purchase Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro, I will do a whole nother separate video on just the beginner things that I have learned with Final Cut Pro, but it's going to be real beginner, okay, because I'm still learning when it comes to Final Cut Pro, but it is definitely, I like it so far. I haven't dibbled and dabbled in another editing software. When it comes time, I will, but I'm not really looking for any new editing software. Final Cut Pro is working for me. After editing, next is Etsy. Etsy is a website that I use for all my YouTube branding stuff. When it comes to your YouTube banner, your YouTube intro, if you want, I'm gonna put all the links, like YouTube banner, YouTube intro, a logo. If you want the subscribe buttons in your YouTube video, I use that. I go on Etsy for that. If you want this right here, I bought that from Etsy. It's so many things I buy from Etsy, and I don't think people be talking about it, but you can buy your subscribe button, all that from Etsy. My music, I screen recorded from YouTube, but there's other ways that you can use music. Like you can go to SoundCloud, screen record that, or download it. I still haven't figured out a way to download music off of SoundCloud. I need to work on that. But yeah, so I also screen record music from SoundCloud, and I screen record music from YouTube, but I make sure it says copyright free. And then there's ways in Final Cut Pro where you can kind of alter the sound of the music, and not make it like the original artist, and make it kind of like you like a little DJ and did your own twist to it. Then the next is the gear that I use. I can do so much an in-depth video if you want me to do on Etsy, if you want me to do on editing, but this is just going to be a quick like tutorial on my beginner phase of YouTube, okay? So next I'm going to just show you how I set up my camera. So right now I use a tripod. Of course my camera's on a tripod right now. I will provide the links for Amazon for my tripod, and I also bought some camera gear. So like with my camera, it did not come with like a pre-packaged and like all like some wipes and a cleaner for your camera. So I will add that link as well down below for my bio. And I use that to clean my camera as well. And then I have a couple of like screen protectors and other things and a camera bag. I will add that link below. The next thing I would use is also this. So I do not know what this is called, but this is it's like a, if you can see, it's like I'm gonna call it a dashboard. I don't know the correct terminology for it, but I'm gonna call it a dashboard. So when it comes to this, your camera, it's hard to explain because you're on my camera, but your camera would have to be, I will show like another video. Your camera will have to be screwed in like here. So you can put a light here and your microphone here. I will show a separate video with that. But this is something I also use if I have like if I need to really have like good lighting, if I want my mic to be 1 2 1 2 check, this is something I would use. Yeah, so this is something I would use to connect my lights and connect my microphone here. My light looks like, I also bought this. This is actually a gift that someone bought me from Amazon. This is what my light looks like. I would connect that here, or maybe even connect it here. Okay, and then you twist it in, and then your microphone can be connected to this thing here. Then your microphone, it's a off-brand version of the Rodeo, can be connected here. You twist that in, and you connect this to the camera mic port. And then your camera would be here. And then that's just how you do that. So this is the contraption I use. I haven't actually used this in a while. My lighting and the camera quality and the sound has been great. So if I'm trying to do like a really professional video, maybe, but I haven't used that in a while. Next thing. So next I also use, I haven't been able to use it, but it's something I bought on Amazon. This is a waterproof camera. I haven't been able to use it, but the reviews on Amazon have been really good. I don't care to really invest in a GoPro right now. I will, maybe if someone wants to give it to me as a gift, that'll be nice. But I invested in this, and the reviews online are good. I just haven't been able to use it in person, and I got it like a year or two ago. And last but not least, you will probably see this on TikTok, everywhere. This is a good thing. I use this honestly for pictures, because people like, you gotta get the certain angle, gotta look good. So this is good for pictures. You just open it here, and then it springs open, and then this is long, so you can pull it all the way up, put your camera on it here, put it on it this way, move that way, boom, bam, bam. And you can even tilt. So that's actually a good investment. Now this is like the beginner stuff that I've been using. I haven't invested in like I really want to invest in a teleprompt, and I also have a light that I use that I will link in my bio. But that's pretty much it. That is mainly my gear. I would say my camera and this is natural light right now. So my camera and natural light has really been good for me, and I haven't had any complaints. Sound is good and whatnot. So that's pretty much it. So let me know in the comments below if you want me to do any in-depth videos about Final Cut Pro, music, sound, things of that nature, and I will definitely do that video. Thank you so much for clicking this video, and I hope to see you in my next one.